environment of investment on this, you have to have a kind of assurance by regulations, by law, and so on and so forth. We have all this, law and regulation. We have a 9 initiative, we have a 12 laws and regulations, and of course, I need to stop here. Once again, I'm sorry to take much of time, because this is very technical things, a lot of aspects involved. I cannot just speak this topic in 5 or 10 minutes. Thank you once again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir. We look forward to listen to you for more information from this great information, but we have just 60 minutes, so let us invite His Excellency Sri Lanka Ambassador, sir, please to discuss with us here or there, as you like. Okay. Sir, we would like to know what are the best ways to increase the business cooperation between Egypt and Sri Lanka?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I thank the organizers of the Smart Vision Expo being organized today for inviting me to be part of this great event. In fact, I was not sure whether I would be able to make it today, so I was telling my friend Mr. Ahmed that at least I will be coming to witness the event. But when I was able to come, he was kind enough to give me an opportunity to address you also. I thank him, but I have to apologize you at the beginning, because I am just speaking after my friend from the Indonesian ambassador, because his presentation was well prepared, elaborate, and it gave the whole picture. In my case, I don't have any figures, I don't have any kind of accurate or information well prepared, so I am going to just give an overview. Today's moderator asked, what is the business opportunity between Egypt and Sri Lanka? So I am just hoping in few minutes time to give an overview. I know one thing, Egypt and Sri Lanka are great friends, and the people know that, and our relationship is very ancient, and even at the recent past, in the decades after the independence of our both countries, the relationship between the leaders of our two nations have been very close, very cordial, and that continues to nourish. This is the relationship we are maintaining at the international fora and all other regional fora. But when it comes to the economic cooperation, I don't find substantially we have developed the networking and the cooperation. This is something, the vacuum we need to fill. So I take this opportunity to give you what are the broad opportunities. The two countries, now the similarities I find, Egypt is a country with political and security stability. That is something the investors look at. And I can compare that with Sri Lanka, which is again a country after decades of difficulties faced with the terrorism, and after 2009, we have been able to maintain a fine situation in the country in terms of the political stability and the security wise. So this is something very, very important from the point of view of the investors as well. So this is something we have common, and the investors' protection. When an investor look at a country to make an investment, they will look at the protection for their investment, how is ensured. So in our constitution, the foreign direct investments and their interests have been protected. And also when it comes to Egypt and Sri Lanka, we do have an investment protection and promotion agreement signed between the two countries. So any investor could feel that the opportunities available to any other investor in anywhere from the world is also available to an Egyptian investor because of this investment protection agreement which we have signed between the two countries. And the location of the country, because we know Egypt, so many investors are coming. Why? The location. Because the Suez Canal has been instrumental in facilitating the trade between the different regions. In the same manner, Sri Lanka is located in the center of the Indian Ocean, so which the shipping movements, the merchant, all that world shipping through between the west and the east, most of that is passing through the seas south of Sri Lanka, very close to the southern harbor of Hambantota, which we have opened a decade back. So the location-wise, there is a great interest among the investors to have their presence in Sri Lanka because we are promoting Sri Lanka as a hub. Now we are setting up an financial center, the International Financial Center in the Colombo city next to the harbor. So that will be an exclusive center for them to have, for the investors to have the offshore offices and the investment. Because the location in terms of the geography and the facilities given to the investors, the protection given to the investors and the exclusive right, because we find between Singapore and Dubai, there is no center for this kind of international financial activities than the center. So that vacuum Sri Lanka is going to fill by establishing this center. So this is the broader picture of the investment opportunities. And we have so many sectors. Today, this morning, before I come to this event, I attended the boat building, that's the international event being held in Colombo. So the boat building, ship building is an industry the Sri Lanka is developing. So the many countries, because now the tourism industry also linked with this boat building and the shipping industry, the nautical tourism. So this kind of activities are happening. We know that the whole world has been struggling to come out from the COVID-19 pandemic impact. So we all will have to plan now onwards. So most of the countries, we are almost now coming out of the grip of the COVID-19 impact. So now it is time for us to plan now onwards. We don't have to wait till the travel industry is open. Though we have opened, some countries have opened, but people are still reluctant to travel to new destinations as it was before 2019. But the businesses, they are looking at the opportunities from a different perspective, where there is a slowdown. Of course, there is an opportunity to build up. So this is how I know the smart businesses look at the new destinations where the things have become little lull because of the COVID-19 or other events which the world had to face. So this is something I want to tell you very broadly. So I look forward to interact with you in the future.
Thank you, sir, for this great information. Now, it's a pleasure to invite His Excellency Poland Trade Representative, Mr. Jacek Grad. Please come to here to discuss with us. But I know that you know Arabic language, so please let me and our guests to listen to you in Arabic. Please, we would like to know the best ways to present the business opportunities in the Egyptian stock exchange for the Poland investors. Please tell us.
السلام عليكم جميعا. أنا اسمي ياتسك جراد وأنا مدير مكتب الوكالة البولندية للاستثمار والتجارة في القاهرة. أولا شكرا لأستاذ ناصر الماري على كلمات الترحيب الجميلة، وشكرا